There's a huge case in front of the federal courts right now brought by the SEC. It's the Ripple XRP case that Ripple violated essentially securities laws by issuing XRP. It's deemed part of that issuance was deemed a security, part of it wasn't. SEC is appealing.
Yes.
There's a Trump SEC coming in. Are they going to drop the case, you think?
So the crypto market is starting to heat up over the past few days, specifically with XRP up 27% over the past week, just cracking $1.90. So a lot of people are wondering, is it too late to buy XRP? Should they take some profits on their XRP if they bought earlier? Or should they just hold as we back up our truck all the way to the bank, continue to grab the bags, pack them and stack them? So in this video, what I have to share with you is going to completely change the game. Guys, this is going to be the most important video that you watch all day long, potentially all year long, as we get ready for December, as the markets really start to rip to the upside. So we're going to break down the Bitcoin to the US dollar price chart. I'm going to break down XRP to the US dollar price chart and what happened last time that Bitcoin really breached above the all-time high and 2x'd very, very quickly, and what is happening right now that's synergistic to the past. We're also going to talk strictly about the XRP to the US dollar price chart and my expectations in the short term, the midterm, the long term. We also have to discuss what happened in 2017 when XRP reached its all-time high and how long it took for XRP to go from roughly where it's at right now to over $3, and why you literally have less than a week after this video comes out to prepare, and some price predictions for XRP. We also have to discuss these other projects as well too. What's happening with Cardano, HBAR, Algorand, Stellar, utility coins that have been taking off, and the reason why this is happening, and what's about to take place on Coinbase over the next 30 to 60 days. Plus, on top of that, some mentions about the lawsuit being dropped, Donald Trump. The lawsuit versus the SEC case is virtually over. It's only a matter of time. Once the news comes out that the case is done, XRP is going to absolutely fly. Now, I've been preparing you guys this for years, and I made this post right here in Telegram saying how massive this is. Gary Gensler is done January 20th. He announced his resignation. Otherwise, Trump was going to fire him. And to save the embarrassment, he didn't want to be ridiculed publicly. So he's taking the high grounds, moral high grounds here, and saying that he's resigning. And I don't know where these balloons are coming from, but that's an exciting thing to happen, because the biggest ass that's been holding XRP back the past few years is Gary Gensler. Nobody likes the guy. He needs to get out of office. This lawsuit is virtually done. Ripple is launching their stablecoin. I could list 50 to 100 different reasons why I'm holding XRP for the long term, but in this video, I'm going to share what I see happening in the short term, the midterm, and you have had enough time to prepare. There's still some time left though, so if you've wasted the last few years being lazy, do not be lazy going into December, into Christmas. It is time to lock in. It is time to double down on the crypto market, and I'm going to share with you exactly why. So comment 777 if you guys are feeling blessed. If you're feeling bullish, let's run it. All right, bull runners, welcome back to the channel. So let's dive right into the price chart comparing Bitcoin to XRP, with Bitcoin sitting just shy of $97,000. Bitcoin breached into price discovery, and it's just been marching higher and higher and higher the past couple weeks. We're on the weekly chart here on TradingView. If we look at what happened when Bitcoin breached into price discovery above the all-time high, this was back in the middle of December. So December 14th, Bitcoin went from roughly $19,000 upwards of $40,000 in 21 days. This happens very, very quick. And a lot of people FOMO into the markets on this rally, and they bought Bitcoin at $40,000. And then they were frustrated because Bitcoin dropped from 40K all the way down to like $28,000 to $30,000 on that pullback before rallying to the all-time high, that bull run. And then it was over after that. So you didn't have much time once the market started to break out to the high. It was like 119 days. So that's only 4 months before the high was in. And sure, we had that drop and then that second top, but the second top wasn't even much above the first one. So you could have bought in right here, and then you could have exited the market right here and then had nothing to worry about as you caught your profits. And so when Bitcoin starts to break out, we see the rotation take place into other large cap projects like Ethereum. And we're seeing this happen in XRP right now. First, because XRP has been suppressed during the entire bull run when Bitcoin ran from here. You can see November of 2022. Look what happened to Bitcoin leading up until the 11th of March, Bitcoin rallied over 345%. Look at what happened to XRP during that time frame. XRP stayed stuck between 31 cents, and when Bitcoin was at the high, XRP was at 66 cents. So yes, it was up 100%, which is pretty much a 2x from there, but Bitcoin was up a 3 to a 4x. And so because XRP was suppressed during this entire bull run, XRP is like that white swan in school, you know, that girl that was just kind of a little bit on the uglier side. She didn't have she had her braces on, you know, she didn't grow into her true beauty, but after high school going into college, like, damn, where'd she come from? You know, that's what XRP is going to be. And that's what XRP is doing now. So XRP has built such a strong foundation. They say the larger the base, the higher in space. And that's happening right now. So we're just at the cusp of that. Once we break the high of 2021, the next stop is the all-time high. Now there could be a pullback in the short term in between where we're at right now to $3. Like if we shoot up to $3, we could see a sharp aggressive pullback to where we're at right now, like $1.80. I mean, I would expect something like that because going back to what happened back in 2020, you know, I wouldn't expect it to be that deep of a pullback because notice how XRP started to break out with Bitcoin when Bitcoin went from $10,000 right here upwards of $20,000 where I'm circling on the top of the screen right here. You can see what happened for XRP. XRP went from 23 cents all the way up here to 84 cents. And coincidentally enough, literally the week that Bitcoin was breaking out from $20,000 in week on week on week leading up to the 40K rally for Bitcoin, that's right when they filed the lawsuit against XRP. So this was not random. This was not randomly timed. This was a strategic filing from Jay Clayton to suppress XRP's price so it could fuel other projects that were potentially in their pockets. And this is where the whole ETHgate conversation came out about suppressing XRP to give Ethereum a free pass, calling XRP a security, Ethereum not a security. And that way, you know, XRP didn't really achieve its true potential that bull run. But XRP rallied from 16 cents all the way upwards of $2. And so we can't go back and we can't change the past. You know, what's done was done during this time frame. And a lot of people in the crypto market are looking at XRP and they're still counting it out even after XRP has gone from 50 cents to $1.90 the past couple weeks. Nearly a 4x in 3 weeks. So in my opinion, when Bitcoin breaches above $100,000, XRP is going to absolutely fly. There's no doubt in my mind why XRP shouldn't pass the all-time high this bull run. I've been saying this all through the bear market, all through the bull run, and a lot of people didn't believe me. I can understand because who wants to go through this, like where you're just chopping sideways for 2 years? That's no fun. You're not creating life-changing wealth if you only had like $1,000 or $10,000. Sure, like if you bought down at 20 cents and, you know, 50 cents, you'd be sitting on like a 2x with XRP. So it's overperforming the dollar, but it was underperforming Bitcoin. And now we're about to go into the phase where XRP overperforms Bitcoin. And the reason why is because of Bitcoin's dominance dropping. Now, Bitcoin's dominance is at 57%, recently just dropped from 61%. The last time that Bitcoin's dominance dropped hard was in December of 2020 when XRP bottomed out after the lawsuit. Bitcoin topped out at 73%. Then since then, from Bitcoin's dominance being at 73 to XRP's all-time high, you saw Bitcoin's dominance was in an absolute free fall beneath 50%. Then Bitcoin's dominance ultimately bottomed out all the way down at like 38 something percent when after XRP topped out. And so what I would expect to happen here is Bitcoin's dominance to slowly start to bleed out here as that rotates into altcoins. I would expect Ethereum to still do well, but the Dino coins that I'm going to be talking about in a little bit to be the major shiners in 2025 because of the ISO standard. And so as we see Bitcoin's dominance drop and as we see XRP continue to break out, even if we see a pullback when XRP gets to the all-time high and do something like this to consolidate before continuing higher, I would just further expect Bitcoin's dominance to continue to drop down to the 40% region over the next few months, even as Bitcoin breaks out. Because with Bitcoin's dominance dropping, it doesn't mean that Bitcoin does bad. It just means that more money flows into the altcoin market. And if we look at the total two is starting to break out right now from the high of March, and it's marching back up to the all-time high. So if I were to draw from the bear market bottom from last cycle, you know, this is what the chart looked like in terms of how far we are into this market cycle. And so as you can see right here, this is when the altcoin market was all the way back, roughly right around this level right here with this breakout below the all-time high. When we started to march up, we saw some volatility in the short term on the weekly chart, but inevitably then we saw a bunch of green candles come in after Bitcoin breached above its all-time high. Notice how far below the all-time high the altcoin market was when Bitcoin was breaking out back in December. The altcoin market was all the way down here at $200 billion, whereas the high for the altcoin market was $475 billion. So Bitcoin was breaking above the all-time high. Then that gave the green light to the entire altcoin market that it was go time and that liquidity could flow from Bitcoin into altcoins. And when this was taking place right here, this is when Bitcoin's dominance was dropping down as altcoins were breaking out. So I don't think that it's going to be that much different this time around. The only difference is how high are we going to go and how long will this bull run last. It's not a question of if we're going up, it's how high and how long, and then when should you exit when we get up, around these levels right here between 3 trillion to 5 to 10 trillion dollars for the altcoin market, because we're still below the all-time high. And so it's still technically early in the game to know the winners yet. There's going to be a lot of projects that are going to overperform Bitcoin, XRP being one of them. And then we got other sectors like artificial intelligence taking off. We got gaming taking off. So looking at the XRP price chart, however, the reason why I believe XRP is just due for a face melting rally this bull run is because of how long we've been in this macro symmetrical triangle. It's much longer than what happened between 2013 to 2017, 4 years. We're now talking about a 7-year macro symmetrical triangle breaking out. So will we do these type of gains this bull run? Anything's possible. I'm not expecting gains like that. If anything, I'm expecting XRP to go anywhere between, $5 to $30 this bull run cycle and top out up here. But I don't sell based on price targets. What I sell is based on multiple different pieces to the puzzle that we need to look at and that I'll cover in tons of different videos. I covered that in a previous video on the best times, 10 best times to take profits, the 10 best indicators to look for. And when we see confluence amongst all of them, then that's a sign that it's time to start hedging out of the markets, the majority of my positions. I don't wait for a price target then sell, because that's how you get wrecked. That's what a lot of people were doing up here that were buying XRP at $2 or $3. They're like, oh, I'm gonna sell when XRP gets to $10 that bull run, and it never hit it. And so then they were left holding during this entire frustrating period, which I think is stupid. Hedging some profits at the end of the bull run is smart. Like for example, I was buying XRP during the 20 cent region all through here, before the lawsuit, even up at around 80 cents, because I thought XRP was going to continue to break out. So technically I was kind of like at a loss during that period, but I rode it through the whole bull run. And then I was selling roughly around Bitcoin's 57,000 region. So this was roughly when XRP was like up around $1. And then I was buying back in all the way down through these levels right here. And so I don't just believe in round tripping your bags and joining the crypto cults and being like, yeah, diamond hands or die, because that's a marketing saying that people use to basically use you as exit liquidity. So that way, like, you're caught buying the tops and you're like, they're saying diamond hands and they're sitting on something for years at a loss. That's the stupidest thing ever. You guys see how bullish I am on XRP, but I'm not going to convince you to be an idiot here and hold this thing forever. I'm going to be taking some profits on XRP, and hate on me all you want at the end of the bull run while you get dumped on by the institutional VCs that I've had private conversations with behind the scenes, that have done OTC deals with big companies that are moving in billions of dollars that are going to get ready to dump on you. That's fine. You can be the person that sits there and used as exit liquidity, but I make these videos so you don't have to be. So that way you can preserve your wealth, because crypto is here to help you scale your wealth. It's not here to sing kumbaya around the campfire during the bear market and go through this whole entire phase holding right here saying like, we're going to go back to the moon. No. Things will drop 50, 70, 80, even 90% during a bear market, and then they get revived during a bull run. So we're just going through the same cycle, right? We saw a bear market, XRP got destroyed, and now we saw the early stages of the bull, just building the foundation, and now we're about to see the explosive stage of the bull run. So it's not about how high XRP goes, it's about knowing when to hedge your portfolio and take profits on the way up. So when XRP does, like form some type of parabolic, and let me clear the drawing right here so it doesn't look like chicken scratch. So for example, like XRP goes up to $3. Maybe we see a pullback back down to $1, $1.50 or something like that. Sharp recovery. Then XRP does some type of blow off top in the later stage of this bull run before 2026. Then I would expect there to be some type of bear market coming in after 2025 is over and for the markets to bottom out. We don't know what this is going to look like. We just know that it has happened every single bear market. So we play the game of probabilities here, and that's to prevent yourself from getting wrecked. So no, it's not too late to get XRP, but yes, you are buying it a little bit higher than if you were to just listen to these videos, subscribe to the channel. When we were accumulating XRP around the 50-cent region, even lower, you're a little late to the party, but there are some other altcoins that I think are going to be playing catch up to XRP and Bitcoin. For example, like HBAR. HBAR was suppressed below 6 cents. I made a post in the Telegram group saying you will regret over the next 10 years not accumulating HBAR at these levels when it was around 6 cents. Algorand as well too is playing catch up. Stellar's XLM might even outperform XRP, but these are still up like 200, 400%. There are other projects in other sectors as well too that I think have yet to run. And we'll be sharing those with you over the next few months. For example, if you want to learn how to find the next 10x, 50x, or even 100x altcoin in this video, listen to this. Our research team posted GOAT on the 13th of October of 2024 when it was right at a penny, and since then it rallied to over $1 and is currently still up over 5,000%. That's like turning $1,000 into over $50,000. Our team called Pendle at only a $16 million market cap, or 16 cents, back on February 18th of 2023, all the way back here, and since then it's rallied up over 4,000%. That's a 40x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $40,000. Our team also called BitTensor Tau September 15th, 2022, before the token was ever even launched. And since then, Tau has rallied over 2,000%. That's a 20x. Our team even said Solana is most likely to be one of the easiest trades next year, and this was posted December 29th, 2022, on the day that Solana bottomed out at around $8. And since then, Solana looks like it's up over 2,500%. That's a 25x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $25,000. And the bull run is just getting started. The list goes on and on and on. Our team called Sui, Ondo, and even some of the biggest cult-based meme coins like MOG back in July 20th of 2023, the day that MOG launched. So if you want to learn how our team is finding these altcoins before they explode, we just launched Altcoin Pro University, where our research team gives you real-time altcoin picks with explosive potential for this bull run, along with 100+ expert curated classes crafted by industry experts to discover these gems yourself, on top of our live weekly calls every single week for in-depth crypto market analysis and daily updates. And that's just a fraction of what we offer inside of Altcoin Pro University through the link below. And although we make no guarantees because crypto is definitely risky, guys, this is only $97 a month or $970 a year. If you want to save $194, getting 2 months for free and unlock some exclusive bonuses, just go through the link in the description below, get in right now, watch the 26-minute video covering everything that Altcoin Pro University offers to help you become the first millionaire in your family tree. If that's a goal of yours, our goal is to help 1,000 members set their portfolio up for life this month. And you can get started through the link in the description below right now, or you can go to bullrunners.com to take advantage of the bonuses we're giving you before they expire. We have about 200 members right now, and we literally just launched like less than 5 days ago at the time of making this video. Everyone is loving the community. They're loving the education. They're getting access to real-time altcoin picks first before we ever make videos about them. So click the link in the description below, watch the video, and I'll see you on the inside. Now, in 2017, when XRP reached its all-time high at $3.80, it took only 6 days for XRP to go from $1.84 to its all-time high. Only 6 days. That was less than a week. We are now in this green box that you can see on the screen right here, when the same price was at $1.84 back in 2017. So when the markets move, they move fast. As you can see, what happened with XRP, you didn't really have much time. It just freaking shot up quick. And I prepared you guys for this. When I say this type of stuff and it doesn't happen for months, then you start to doubt. But then when it happens, you're like, oh, dang, he knew this all along. Of course, I study the markets every single day. We watch the markets. We share this with you so we can win together. Now, look at this. XRP to $2 isn't even a question. $8 to $20 is what Armando Pantoja is saying. It's inevitable. Why is that? Well, bullish pattern, long-term setup. the macro-symmetrical triangle. Whales are accumulating hard from other countries. We got institutions FOMOing into Bitcoin right now, continuously buying more and more and more through those ETFs. The MACD is cooling off, plus the RSI is neutral. $1.60. There's no resistance virtually to $2. So once we break the high of 2021, which we're pretty much at right now, then the all-time high is the next stop, and that's it. So FOMO is incoming, the sentiment is flipping, Gary Gensler's leaving office, the lawsuit is dropping, Ripple's launching their stable coins, strategic partnerships are being formed for Ripple with central banks. So all the XRP holders are going to be chasing XRP once it breaks the all-time high, and that's going to send XRP through the roof. When XRP goes into price discovery past its true all-time high, guys, it's going to be insane, the sentiment that's out there. Everyone's going to be Googling XRP, and I do keyword research because I've done SEO, search engine optimization, for video marketing for over 10 years. XRP is by far the best altcoin in the world for search volume. The only thing that beats it is Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's not an altcoin. It beats Ethereum, it beats Solana, it beats everything by a magnitude of multiples. For example, if we go to vidIQ right here to search a keyword and we just type in XRP, this tells us the search volume over the past 30 days on YouTube. And as you can see right here, XRP got searched 2.5 million times. Watch. Here's my prediction. This will go over 10 million in a 30-day period when XRP starts getting closer to the all-time high or even breaching the all-time high. And everyone's going to be FOMOing. The overall score is going to be over 90 for XRP. And to put that into perspective for you, when I scroll up here and I click on related keywords, you guys can see all these other keywords that are related to XRP. And I can sort based on the highest overall score or the lowest overall score to see which ones are better. And XRP is better than Cardano. Cardano was beating XRP for a little bit, but they're both at 88. And the reason why XRP is better is because 2.5 million over the past 30 days beats 953,000. Look at this. HBAR's up there too, but HBAR only has 280,000. Bitcoin, 2.9 million. So Bitcoin, yes, gets more searches, but Bitcoin's an 85 out of 100. So when XRP starts surging even more than where it's at right now, this will be over 3, this will be over 5 million, this eventually will be over 10 million. Last bull run, there were keywords like Shiba Inu getting 16 million during the hype phase, but Shiba Inu is a meme coin. XRP is a legacy currency. Ripple is an iconic company that's going to be around for decades to come. So I don't think you can go wrong holding all of the ISO standard projects, because ISO 222 is going to be fully implemented by November 2025. And in the United States, by March, the Federal Reserve is going to have this implemented. It's going to be streamlined across all of banking over the next 12 months. And these are the ISO standard projects. That's why they're surging right now. I explained this to you guys in multiple videos, and I hope you listen. Yes, I do hold all of them except for Cardano, which I kind of a little pissed that I don't hold Cardano. But hey, you can't win them all, and you don't need to hold every single one of them. Like if you were overly exposed to like XRP or XLM, then that's fine. You don't need to hold 10 different projects that are all doing well. As long as you hold a couple of these things, you guys will do just fine. Now, before the SEC claimed that XRP was a security, Coinbase used to openly promote and utilize its true use case. Well, just wait till this concept is finally promoted again and realized by the masses. As you can see right here, when XRP wasn't a security, you can now send money to any user with a Coinbase account around the world using XRP or USDC. So they're basically putting it next to the stablecoin right there, and they were explaining to people why cryptocurrencies were the future, and XRP was at the topic of conversation. So the fact that Gary Gensler is gone is like the biggest bullish thing that I've ever seen these markets. Now, listen to this, because it's going to come as no shocker when all of this news drops. I'm just preparing you guys beforehand, and then watch, I'm going to make a video 3 months from right now, and the people that didn't listen are going to be pissed at themselves, and those of you that did are going to be so glad and so proud of yourself. And guess what? I'm proud of you too.
Goes back to a speech that Donald Trump gave in Nashville in July, laying out a whole series of initiatives to, as he put it, then make the United States the crypto capital of the world.
Right.
And included in that was a crypto council, was included the ability to self-custody your own crypto, was included a Bitcoin reserve or a crypto reserve. So it was a number of initiatives.
So he said it, but do we have anything in paper?
Well, see, these things are hard to do. So, for example, think about the type of people that would serve on that. They're people that have built crypto businesses, that have developed crypto coins, and yet government employees have to do disclosure of all of their wealth, of all their holdings, have to, right now, under a Biden-era executive order or a government ethics order, they can't hold crypto. So they have to divest. So is that going to be a structure where they become government employees, or probably more likely?
So we're not even there yet.
Yeah, so a lot of thought needs to go into how this is structured to achieve President Trump's promises. The SEC, I think for the first time in its history, certainly the first time in the past few decades, was sanctioned by a federal court for lying to the court.
Well, that's amazing.
Do you know what that does to undermine the dignity and the morale of that as a place to work?
And let's be real clear. It's an investor protection agency that essentially went into woke politics when we talk about environmental disclosures and things like that.
And politicized. I mean, a lot of Gary Gensler's direct reports were people that had been involved in Trump investigations, Trump prosecutions. Now, they may feel justified in that, but they don't have a place, therefore, then to be hired at the SEC, which has to be impartial.
Trump has made a lot of promises to the crypto industry, making us the crypto capital of the world, implementing a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Can he deliver on that?
Well, this is why I do think a crypto czar is critically important, because there's a lot of promises, as you mentioned, and they're across the board. It's not just the SEC chair does this. You need tax writers to make sure that the moratorium on capital gains taxes on U.S. crypto that he's promised is done. You're going to need the White House counsel's office to write the executive orders to end what they call choke point 2.0, the debanking of crypto. You're going to need somebody to run this crypto council.
And you think he'll do it?
Oh, I think he's committed to do it because it's part of his overall. Look, Trump wants to create the second industrial revolution in America.
And he thinks crypto is one of the pathways.
Part of it, along with nanotechnology, AI, quantum computing, biotechnologies. If we could go from where we've been the last few years, which resistance to innovation, to really furthering innovation, we might be able to get to that 4.5% growth rate and get us out of our debt problem.
That's a great point. There's a huge case in front of the federal courts right now, brought by the SEC. It's the Ripple XRP case that Ripple violated essentially securities laws by issuing XRP. It's deemed part of that issuance was deemed a security, part of it wasn't. SEC is appealing.
Yes.
There's a Trump SEC coming in. Are they going to drop the case, you think?
So, Charlie, as you know, I wrote a definitive law review article before that case was brought, arguing that XRP was not a security subject to the SEC. It turned out that the judge who ruled in that case sided with the view I'd expressed. Half of it.
Right.
I would recommend that it's time for regulatory agencies to drop a lot of these cases where they've lost at the trial court.
If you were a betting man, would they drop the XRP case?
I think they should. And
will they?
I would bet they would.
That's amazing.
Quick question. Pennsylvania, one of the states that are thinking about putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet. What do you make about states putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet?
I think it makes a lot of sense. I think it makes a lot of sense. So Trump proposed a Bitcoin stockpile, as you know, not a reserve, but a stockpile. It's a subtle difference. Countries have been stockpiling commodities since the dawn of time. We stockpile oil. We used to stockpile gold. China stockpiles rebar and copper and soybeans. Countries stockpile precious commodities as the world's first digital commodity.
Do they have the financial wherewithal, though, to manage that on a balance sheet?
I'd have to look into Pennsylvania's wherewithal, but I do think it makes sense. I think it makes sense for the United States. I think it's a very forward-looking idea.
You know, are you worried that the speculation in the coin has outpaced the technology of the blockchain? Because the blockchain is the transformational technology, right? The coin is the facilitator. It's like the juice that goes through the system, but you need a system. The system, I still haven't bought a slice of pizza with Bitcoin yet, or I don't know any. I mean, what's going on?
Charlie, you and I are the same vintage. We're old enough to remember the dot-com bubble. And in the dot-com bubble, prices got ahead of the underlying technology. It wasn't that people didn't want to engage in e-commerce. They didn't want to do it using dial-up modems, and they didn't want to do it putting their credit card information to a dodgy website. It took the arrival of 4G and 5G technology, took the arrival of PayPal and other utilities, took the arrival of Amazon delivery to make e-commerce a reality. The price always gets ahead of the underlying technology, but then the underlying technology catches up.
Now we're going to go into an amazing Christmas, and the altcoin market cap has finally started to break out. Last time this happened, altcoin market cap pumped 1,000% in just 7 months. The biggest alt season is coming after we've gone through this massive consolidation period and retest of the previous complacency stage support that you guys saw back in 2022, right around here. We're breaking out off of this level, and the only real stop is the all-time high now for the altcoin market. Once we break that out, it's really how parabolic we go, and like I said, how high and for how long. Now, I'm going to be making other videos on the channel explaining when I'll be selling, because we watch these markets 24/7, so make sure you subscribe to the channel for that. We're going to have several different opportunities pop up for you guys to be able to earn extra income this bull run, so you can be able to stack more crypto before the bull run's over. So if you haven't heard about this yet, listen to this.
Hey bull runners, this is super time sensitive, especially if you're looking to stack more crypto before the bull run is over. Did you know that Visa and MasterCard lost a $5.5 billion class action lawsuit for imposing unfair fees on merchants and business owners? So if you own a business, or if you know any business owners that process payments with Visa or MasterCard between 2004 and 2019, that's 15 years, you could actually be owed a refund of 1 to 1.5% of your total revenue from that period. That's a lot of money. For example, this business that generated $1.6 million in credit card revenue during those years is getting back $28,000. This business that generated over $7 million is getting back $93,000. And this business that generated over $20 million during those years is getting back over $320,000. That's money they didn't even know was on the table. And all they did was fill out a form through the link below this video. It literally takes less than a minute to see if you qualify, but you don't want to wait too long, because the deadline to file is February 4th, 2025. So the sooner that you fill out the form below, the sooner that you can reclaim what's rightfully yours. Plus, if you don't have a business, you can actually earn 3% by referring businesses that do qualify by creating your affiliate account through the link below. So this is a no-brainer way to get money back in your pocket to use for your business, or if you want to use it for crypto or other assets to invest in, you can do that. So click the link below. Let's get you paid.